Alright, now, so in the past video, we went ahead and we displayed the data right in here. Right, let me just grab my link. We displayed all the data right inside the index, and in this video, I want to go ahead and I want to work with the create post. Alright, we want to create new posts. So let's go ahead and do this. So this is gonna take two steps. The first step is basically displaying an anchor link in here, which will allow us to go to the view. And then this view is just gonna be a very simple form. We already have it right inside our own template in here. And then we're gonna submit the data through a post request. All right, so let's do this. So I'm gonna first open up my route. So I'm gonna go to app, I'm gonna go to config. Down at the bottom, I should find my routes file in here. I'm just gonna go in there. I'm gonna go, let me actually copy this. I'm gonna paste this in here. So I'm gonna make this route should be a type of get, and I wanna simply write the name of this route. All right, this is Arabic. I wanna go create dash posts. All right, and this route will hit the home link as a home controller in here, and it will trigger the action of create posts. Right, this is simply the method name. I want to save this. I want to pick this function up. I want to go to my home controller in there, and we can actually decomment this now, and we can simply rename this so it will be create posts, and this create posts function will just return a view, and this view it will be in the blog folder, and we will just name it create dash posts like that. All right, so save this. Now let's create this view. Let's go to app and then views, and then let's go to blog. Let's create this view like that and save. So now I want to actually extend the master template so I can integrate my bootstrap link, which simply brings in the bootstrap code. All right, brings in the classes and all of that. All right, so I want to go to index in here. I already have this part, so let's grab it. Let's simply go to our view in there and let's paste. And I'm going to start the section, of course, and then I'm just going to close it like that. This and section like that. All right, so save this whole thing in here. I want to go ahead right now and actually grab the form that we have. All right, so there it is, the form that will be displayed. It will allow us to insert the data, so I'm actually gonna save it like that. I may also grab this each one in here and let's paste. So I'm gonna go in here and just gonna go create blog, or simply create new post like that and save. All right, so I want to link this route in here to actually an anchor. I want to create an anchor and link it in here so we can view this. We can see this view. So I want to go to my index in here. I want to go down at the bottom of this. I want to go anchor href in here, and let's simply grab this link. All right, we can simply set a route name for it, for this route, by simply going right in there and opening up a new array, and in here I'm gonna go as, and this will give this route a name. I'm gonna go create dot post like that. All right, so I'm gonna save. I'm gonna copy this. I'm gonna go right in there, and I'm gonna go in here and trigger this name by simply using the URL2 function. So I'm gonna paste this in, and I'm gonna go in here and just go class. I'm gonna go btn dash success like that, and close this anchor. I'm just gonna go and write create new post like that. All right, save this now. Let's go ahead right in there. Let's actually refresh this. All right, so here's our button in there. If you take a look down at the bottom, we're going to /index.php/create-posts. So if I open that up, as you can see in here, we're actually going to this to this form. All right, so this is the first part, or this is the first step. Now let's go to the other part, which is actually submitting this data. So I'm going to copy this link, I'm going to paste it right there, and let's create this the route type of post. We're going to keep the name of this route simply as the same of the view. I'm just going to change the method in here to store posts as in here, also to store dot post, because we need those changed. All right, so let's copy this, and now let's go ahead and actually create this function, or work with this function in here, and let's paste this in. Let's copy this function, let's paste it in like that, cut, and let's paste that in. All right, so this is actually our function that we will use to simply store the posts, or insert inside our own model. So to insert inside the model, we want to go ahead and we want to create an object from this model. So I'm going to create a blog object from this model. I'm just going to go in there and go new blog, like that. All right, so we can have access to all the functions, so we can actually insert the data. So right after this, we want to actually grab the data. All right, so we want to grab the data. So we're going to grab all the data in a data array in there, and then we will use this to submit the data right inside our own function save that we will use later on this object. All right, so yeah, I'm just going to create this array, and this array will handle it. Will have keys and values. The keys will simply be the names of the inputs. All right, and the values will be simply the data that's coming to this inputs, or sorry, this is the columns inside our own table, and this is the data that's coming from the inputs. All right, so yeah, we only have title and we will have content. All right, so this is the title column inside our own table, and in here I want to grab the data, so I'm just gonna go this request. All right, I'm simply gonna use the get post function in here, which will allow me to grab the data. All right, and the data will come in from the input with the name title. All right, we just need another one like that, and this one will be just content. All right, our form is pretty simple. All right, so right after this, I want to use my save function on this blog. So I'm just gonna go blog save, and we want to simply save the data array. All right, so right after this, we want to go ahead and we want to go if simply blog. So if we insert it, we want to go ahead and echo out something. All right, so we're just gonna go for now and go echo data or post, insert it like that. All right, so this is basically it. So save everything. Now let's go ahead to our form. All right, so the form method is post, and we want also the action in here. So the action, it will head to our route post, right? So I'm just gonna go URL 2 in here. I'm gonna go create, or actually store dot posts. All right, which is simply the name of the route in here. All right, this name in here. All right, so yeah, we only need the method and the action in here, and the input is simply the name is title in here, and the text area name is content. All right, those are basically the names that we want to grab the data from, which are the names in here. So they're already set for us, and the button type is submit, and that's basically it. All right, so save everything now. Let's actually remove this value. All right, so save everything. So if I refresh this now, all right, so if we go right in here, I actually want to open up my PHP my admin. All right, so if we go right in here and just write in third post, and let's simply grab some fake text right there, and let's paste that in. All right, so let me open up my CI-CRUD, which is our database. Here is simply our table, all right? Nothing changed. So if I click save, all right, so as you can see in there, host inserted. All right, so if we actually, let me get this back. So if we click browse, so as you can see in here, the data is inserted. So yeah, this is basically it. Those were good 10 minutes right there. I just wanna actually protect this form against XSS attacks. So I can simply go to app, I can go to filters, well, not filters, I can go to config and simply go to filters, the filters file in here, which is this one. I need to go down at the bottom. All right, I need to decomment this part in here. All right, so if we actually open up, let's go back to our form. If we open up our inspect in there, if we try to simply inspect the button right in there, so you can see that we do not have an input which simply have the hash that will allow us to protect this form against CSRF attacks, which is a good practice. All right, you want to do this inside your own forms. But once we simply go ahead right after we decommented the CSRF part in the filters file, and we need to add simply this code right there. All right, so let's go right there and let's go CSRF underscore field, like that. Need to add this function and simply save. All right, so if you take a look, and if we refresh this now, so as you can see in here, let's simply inspect this button right there. All right, so here you have it in here. We have a new input with type of hidden, and the name is CSRF test name, and we simply have this value. So nobody can hijack this form right now. All right, you would normally do this in applications that need authentication, and this one does not need any authentication. We're not going to do it in this course or in this mini series, but you know, it's a good thing to know that there is something like this that can protect our forms. All right, just look it up even more, which is XSS attacks. All right, so this is basically it for this video. In the next one, we should go ahead and we should learn how to delete other posts. So this is it, and I will see you in the next video.